That didn't turn out as well as the last time I tried that. Hello and welcome to the Arts Overlook. I'm your host, Ian Goldsmith. Every episode highlights the arts and entertainment from all over the Cedar Valley. Today's special edition of Arts Overlook is part 2 in a running series called The Art of Athletics. This series takes a look at all of the elements that turn an athletic match into a spectacle. If you've been to any professional or collegiate athletic event, you know that so much more happens than just the sport itself. There's music, dancing, contests, food. To look at all of these varying elements, we take a trip down the road to the University of Northern Iowa. In this episode, we learn everything about the UNI mascots, including an exclusive interview with the mascot himself. We learn about a program that helps spread Panther pride and apparel, and we end it with a behind-the-scenes look into how the UNI athletic department puts on an event. Don't go away. This very exciting edition on the art of athletics right here on Arts Overlook starts now.
Art is thriving in the Cedar Valley. It's everywhere. But if you don't know where to look, you could miss it. This is your local arts perspective. This is the Arts Overlook.
RTC! 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 RTC!
Mascot. An animal, person, or thing adopted by a group as its representative symbol. The University of Northern Iowa mascot is the Panthers. But how much do you know about the Panther? I'm referring to the two most popular Panthers on campus, TC and TK. The mascot program at UNI went through several changes throughout the decades. In the mid-1980s, the Panther began to be known as TC, initials for the cat. TC is also a play on the school's previous name, Teachers College. TC was housed for many years in the athletic department before eventually shifting over to the Alumni Association. He has had some style changes over the years as well.
I think he originally was maybe not a softer, he was a more maybe looking ferocious, and now I think there's a little bit of a good blend between looking powerful but also looking very approachable.
The mascot program had an excellent addition in the fall of 2010, as TC was joined by a new mascot, his sister TK. TK's initials stand for the kitten, a name that was chosen out of 4 possibilities by nearly 150,000 votes from Panther fans from across the world. TK serves as a positive female counterpart to her older brother, as well as being a bit more approachable to children.
Everybody loves them. But when you're a tiny little person and you get next to them when you're right up to them, they're kind of big. And so TC's really big. He's over 6 feet tall. So I think there's an illusion to little ones like, oh my goodness. And so TK's not as tall. So I think that she's just a little softer and little ones are more apt to come up to her. And we do a lot of training with both TC and TK, so they know if we see little ones that are a little bit nervous, we can get them, the security will get them to kneel down, and we do a lot of things where we put out their paw to see if they want to touch the fur. We really have a lot of things that we do to work with kids. We're conscious of that because we don't want anyone to be afraid of either one of them.
One very unique aspect about the program is just how secretive it is. While other schools may gladly share who is behind the mask of their mascot, the program at UNI keeps 100% commitment to the idea that TC and TK are truly real Panthers with their own unique personalities.
The program is very secretive, and we keep it that way for a reason because I always say we're the Disney of mascotting because we want it to be an illusion of happiness and all the time.
A lot of work goes into maintaining the best kept secret on campus. The mascot program is run almost entirely by student volunteers.
These students go above and beyond to make everything happen. And with not a lot of recognition, but I don't think they're in it for the recognition.
I'm in it just because I love being it and I love representing the University of Northern Iowa. That's probably one of my, I love the school. And I don't care if I get recognized or not. Like, I just love knowing that I'm a part of something that's so great.
The students that work with the program have a true love and passion for the University of Northern Iowa.
It's a good thing these students do it for the love of UNI, because it takes a huge amount of time. The team's duties range from getting the mascots dressed for the occasion, taking pictures for adoring fans, or just generally being their security and making sure they don't get into trouble.
I volunteer myself probably 15 to 20, if not more, hours a week. And that's on top of being in school and also working part-time.
When we collectively started tracking their volunteer hours, from the time school started until time school got out in December, we'd volunteered 900 plus hours.
900 hours of volunteering in last semester alone. It's no wonder it takes so much time. The mascots go to every single home athletic event at UNI, regardless of the sport. TC and TK get many requests as well, which result in a plethora of appearances within the university and beyond.
We do weddings.
We do bar mitzvahs.
We do a lot with the Cedar Falls Waterloo school systems.
Read-ins with children at elementary schools in the area.
We do some character counts types of activities.
We also go to the state fair and represent UNI there, which is really fun.
We do business openings.
We go to birthday parties.
We do a lot of birthday parties. And not just kids' birthday parties. We've done a lot of adults' birthday parties.
With such a wide range of events, the mascots also need a wide range of outfits, perfect for every occasion.
We usually try to look pretty much like everyone that would be attending the events that we're attending would look. So what we try to do is for each sport, we now have a jersey of some sort or whatever they would wear, the athletes would wear. So we even have a singlet for wrestling. We have swim trunks. TK just got measured for a tankini recently, so she will also have her swimwear, which she's very excited about.
While it may be a lot of work to have so many outfits and be so many places, Team TC believes it's worth it because TC and TK represent everyone at the University of Northern Iowa.
So he really represents, the current students, the faculty, the staff, all the alumni, and so he's such a good representation.
The importance of having the mascot program is just to show that, and to show that, we're not only just supporting athletics, we're supporting academics, and we're supporting the community and statewide events. And I think it's important to have that just so, students can understand that, that's just not what a university is about. There's more to a university than just, sports.
After hearing all about the mascot program and everything that they do, it was finally time to snag an exclusive interview with the big man himself. I am here today sitting across from a living legend, the one and only, the mascot of UNI, Mr. TC himself. TC, thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy schedule and for being with us here today. I know that you're a very busy guy, so I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'll take the hand back. Okay, thank you. All right, what do you prefer? Do you prefer TC? Do you prefer Mr. C? Big T Dizzle? Anything that you prefer? Just TC is fine? Okay, perfect. TC, something that I think people might want to know is if you are a student or not. Are you taking any classes right now? Yeah, you're really well-rounded Panther. Your sister's on campus now, is that right? Tell me a little about what it's like to have your sister here on campus. They grow up so fast, don't they? I imagine you're a very good role model for her. TC, one thing I've always wondered is, most mascots are not real animals. Hard to believe, but people just wear costumes. But you are a real panther. How often do you have to explain that you are a real panther? Right, all the time. I know. Yeah. Now, TC, you are very successful. Last year alone, in 2013, you won the award for the Iowa Character Counts Mascot of Character. You won the 2013 MVC Mascot Challenge. So you have these high praises left and right. What's the secret to your success? Uh-huh. Wow, that's really inspiring. Thank you for that. I'm getting a little misty-eyed. Needless to say, you're a pretty big celebrity. Hundreds of people flock to you and they want to get pictures, and they make their pictures their profile pictures on Facebook. I know several of my friends have legitimate crushes on you, and it wouldn't be fair to me to advertise any type of relationship status on cable television. But I was curious, describe to me your ideal date. Who doesn't love pizza? Yeah. Wonderful. That's great, man. All that pizza eating reminds me of my sophomore year of college. Now, no, TC, well, that, no, TC, that's my shoe. I need that. Well, the last question I got for you here is, what would you say is your biggest contribution to the school, or the, hey, no, TC, please get back to your, TC, no, TC, that's not a toy. TC, no, that's the camera. Yeah, that's the, see? Yeah, that's the camera. No, TC, careful, TC, no, get back, TC, stop it, TC, stop it! Well, the interview didn't end quite the way that I had hoped it would. But no matter how difficult the mascots may be, one thing is for sure. They always know how to evoke a smile.
Every single time we leave the alumni house, we're making an epic memory.
Every time I go do an event, it's a memory. They're vivid too. I'm never going to forget being a part of this program.
Every time they walk into the room, people's faces light up. And you just know you're making people's days. They make me feel so good. They remind me why I love UNI and why I love being purple and gold.
For the Arts Overlook, I'm Ian Goldsmith.
I knew that was going to happen too. Get off of me.
Thank you to everyone involved with the Mascot Program, especially the mascots themselves, even though TC did tickle me and throw my shoes. If you want to learn more about UNI's Mascot Program, you can visit www.uni.edu/TC. If you would like to request an appearance, you can email tcpanther@uni.edu. Another element of athletic events that you might not think of is clothing. Some outfits worn by superfans can be pretty artistic in and of themselves. The UNI Athletic Department recognizes the importance of displaying school pride through apparel, resulting in the development of the Panther shirt swap program. UNI has such a beautiful campus. It's great to see students fill this lovely campus with the colors of Iowa shirts, Iowa State shirts. Ugh! Since the dawn of time, this has been a problem at UNI. While the majority of students on campus proudly wear UNI swag, there are always students who insist on displaying their spirit for other schools. The UNI Athletics Department decided that enough is enough.
I talked with some other coaches, myself and Jake, and just kind of like we got to do something about this. So we started having the shirt swaps and bring anything Iowa State in, and we'll give you a new, Panther wrestling, basketball, Panther training, anything. We'll give you something UNI for an Iowa State, and it's more just to support our school and have pride in UNI.
So much of it has been working toward the visibility and increasing the pride that we've got in our place, and the T-shirt exchange is a fun way to do it, and it's been that for a lot of the students. We haven't limited it to Iowa and Iowa State. That's been the push, and we've had hundreds of T-shirts that have been exchanged. Really, any T-shirt, and there's been plenty of cases where students have come by and say, look, I don't have any Iowa State gear. I'm a Panther through and through, and I've never had one of those T-shirts, and that's enough for us to give them one of the wrestling shirts or one of the basketball shirts.
There's been a very good response to it. I can't even tell you how many shirts that we've got back. I've probably between 250 and 300 throughout this fall. So that's awesome that they're off our campus and they're wearing some purple and gold now.
Many students who wear apparel from other schools probably don't even think twice. Having grown up in families and communities that have a long history of cheering for the Hawks and the Clones, these students may not recognize why wearing these shirts around UNI's campus can be problematic.
And they kind of, well, I was born and raised that way. I'm like, well, okay, I was the same way, but you know what? That changes when you're part of this. I mean, and you're going to get a diploma from here. You're part of this school, and I think that you should have one color that's in your wardrobe.
I don't think I own any other shirts, even if it was just a random t-shirt. It's all UNI shirts for sure. Probably about 50, actually. I folded them yesterday.
UNI athletics, and the university as a whole, believe that UNI should be viewed on the same level as the other state schools.
We're not the little brother. I think that's a little bit of what, in state, well, we had Iowa and Iowa State, and then, well, we kind of got UNI. I don't look at it as like that. I don't look at it, we got other programs that are better than the programs at the other schools, across the board. If it's educational, if it's in music, if it's in sports, and I think kids need to represent that and be part of that.
As a UNI volleyball player, we take pride in our team, we take pride in the name on our jersey. That's why we're here. So anybody else who's here should definitely take pride in their school. I feel like UNI is a place to be, and we don't need Iowa or Iowa State shirts.
Although this program has been driven by the athletic department, the program extends far beyond just athletics. Panther Pride is about showing pride for every part of the school.
How I would describe Panther Pride is just having the grit and glory for your school, for every part of your school. It doesn't have to be just athletics. It can be through clubs, it can be through music, it can be through theatrical, anything. It's just having the support for your school.
We're all here to see if we can't make this a better place for each other. And in doing that, we have the opportunity to make the University of Northern Iowa one of the best places to be. We need each other, and it's important to me that we do everything we can to support each other and that we act as one. And the T-shirt exchange is a small, a fun, exciting, a way to interact with the students and a way to get that done.
This mission of expanding Panther Pride also extends beyond just UNI. It applies to the entire Cedar Valley community.
It's not just here, but I think Cedar Falls, the community and the school they're so intertwined.
The university and the community need to act as one, and we need to do everything we can to help each other promote and do great things.
Coming together as one may not just happen overnight, but giving out more UNI shirts is a good start.
The favorite part of the T-shirt exchange for me has been the interaction with the students. To have students walk in with 2 or 3 T-shirts that they brought with to the exchange.
Then when you see the kids bring in their stuff, and they're like, all right, give me that UNI stuff, and they're taking something off, and then they're putting a UNI something on. I think that's a great feeling. I think you see it in the kids' eyes that they understand how much it means to us, how we love being Panthers, and we don't feel sorry for it.
As far as the future of the shirt exchange, Coach Schwab says he hopes to see the day that there is so much purple on campus that they will never have to do the shirt swap again. For Cedar Falls TV, I'm Ian Goldsmith. I think I have about 75 Panther shirts myself, so if anyone watching needs some Panther gear, just let me know. Now, we've talked about music, we've talked about mascots, we've talked about apparel, but how is everything during an athletic event coordinated? How do you fit all of these elements and more under one roof? For our final feature of the episode, I explore backstage of athletics, capturing a little bit of everything that most audience members may never see or may just never consider. Let's go behind the scenes. Who do you think of when you hear the phrase game day? Most of us probably think of athletes or maybe coaches, but many additional people are involved in game day. The duties of the game day experience are split into 3 main divisions at UNI: facilities, sports information, and marketing. Preparing for game day begins with preparing the venue itself. The athletic facilities department oversees the preparation of the venue and all of the primary operations.
So all the ushers, the security, the ticket takers, the people who mop the floors, who set up any of the tables and chairs, clean the restrooms, custodial-wise, it all encompasses a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff that you don't see or that you don't know happens prior to getting to an event.
Preparing the facility can happen several hours in advance to the event starting, making sure that everything is in tip-top shape. All of the things that need to be prepared include, but are not limited to, the court or field, the parking, the concession stands, the electronic equipment, the equipment for the spirit squads, and many more.
There's a lot of entities that kind of work together from either facilities operations, custodial, concessions. All those groups work hand in hand to make sure prior to doors opening that we're ready to go, and whether it's 6,000 people or 22,000 people for a concert, that we have everything in place and we're as prepared as possible.
Sports Information and Communication is in charge of spreading all necessary information to the fans, to the media, and so on.
In the Athletics Communications Office, our job is to spread the word, spread information to the media, to fans, in regard to UNI athletic events, and not necessarily games and such. I mean, there can be other fundraisers, a Panther Scholarship Club, team gatherings, things like that, where you just let the public and the media know things are going on in UNI athletics, and then also just spread the good word about UNI athletics.
Game day duties for Sports Info include making sure that the statistics are all up to date, printing out programs for fans, coordinating information to media such as newspapers and TV, creating highlight videos of the games, updating social media, creating fun videos to get fans excited, and coordinating the post-game conference with coaches and players.
There's certain people that are never going to come to a game, and the only way they're going to be exposed to UNI is through the television, is through the radio, is through the newspapers, and any which way that we can sell UNI and spread the word in that manner. And at the end of the day, you can get more fans, get more people interested, and just be involved in UNI athletics.
The Marketing and Promotions Department is in charge of essentially everything related to the in-game experience that is not happening in the actual game itself.
Creating that great experience when you come to a game. So we're looking to create the atmosphere through music, through entertainment. We're looking to control like cheerleaders, to the music we play, to the band, to what goes on the video board. So anything that's not happening directly on the court, we're looking to make sure that experience is positive.
The Marketing and Promotions Department creates this positive experience through a variety of ways. These can include fun contests during the timeouts and also halftime entertainment. One example of halftime entertainment are the Trampoline Dunk Masters Air Elite.
We are the Air Elite Dunkers. We do acrobatic slam dunking. We have been in business for like 6 years now. We travel the globe internationally and nationally. This is a combination of athletics. We all have like a gymnastics background.
And the key to performance is just to keep it moving. Even if you mess up, the crowd doesn't know what's going on. Energy. Right, energy. I mean, if you're in the show, then the crowd has no choice but to be in the show with you. We love coming out here every year, performing for you guys, because you guys appreciate us just as much as we appreciate y'all.
All of this behind-the-scenes work is coordinated through headsets and a common script.
We have a script put together, and it lists who does what when, and we're also on headset with each other so we can communicate during the game. Typically at a game, I'll be on headset and I will coordinate between band and music, my interns who are there working the game with me, and I will be working with Around the Corner. They help us with our video board stuff.
There's always one person behind everything, but everybody's working together as a team. So that's what really makes it work, because we have to work together. Otherwise you'd show up at a wrestling match or a basketball game and it wouldn't be ready to go, which is what we do not want to happen.
Every area, whether it be marketing, sports info, or facilities, all have one resounding common goal: to create the best fan experience possible.
Everybody's looking to put on a good show, whether it's basketball or football or a track event or soccer. Even though we wouldn't necessarily call it a physical show, such as a concert or a performance, I mean, that's really what it entails.
And maybe it's not always about the game that's on the field. It can be the entertainment that's a part of it. I mean, did you have a good parking experience when you came in? When you go up and get concessions, is everything there that you want? Are the bathrooms, and I mean, there's a huge aspect of the fan experience.
We've obviously got the game on the court or the field, and that's why the fans are there. But if it's just that, we're not doing our part. It's the entertainment. It's creating an event as opposed to just a game. We know that there are going to be some people in the stands who might not love sports as much as we do here. So we want to make sure when they come out that they're having a great time. From the minute you walk into our arena, we want you to be excited, we want you to have a good time. So I think that's what's similar to a concert or any live event.
It's all about the fan and the appreciation and that experience that you bring to them, that hopefully they leave here with something special, that they want to come back or enjoy that with other family members.
Because when you leave, you might not remember, you know, what the exact score was or when we hit that 3 to take the lead, but you remember, man, I had an awesome time. That was so much fun. I'm definitely coming back next game. And I think that's what marketing can help with. Win or lose, this is still a great time to get out to a UNI sporting event.
Clearly, a lot of thought and effort goes into making athletic events entertaining for everyone who watches. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I see as the art in athletics. For Arts Overlook, I'm Ian Goldsmith. To get tickets to a UNI athletic event, visit www.unipanthers.com. That's all for now on the Art of Athletics. Stay tuned for more great features right here on the Arts Overlook. Until next time, I'm Ian Goldsmith. Thank you for watching.